Don't make the same mistake that I did. Hi travellers, I'm Anne's daughter Lusaka. This video really applies if you're planning on staying for more than 30 days in Zambia. So it says on their immigration website that visitors can be there for 90 days. It's the information that I used to go, okay, well, I can stay here for longer than a month. And I guess I'm putting this video out there for any of you traveling nomads or people that want to take extended trips. I was wrong. The website does not give exact information as to what you need to do. In Zambia, like, it's such a lovely place. You know, I wouldn't have stayed longer than a month if I hadn't enjoyed myself. So please check out the videos of what I've been doing while I've been here. Please consider subscribing as I put out new videos every week giving tips and strategies that may help enhance your travel experiences. When you get off the plane and there's all the different queues, citizens, residents, and the rest of us. Of course, I'm a Kiwi, so I joined the tourist queue, but you really don't have to. You can join any of the queues and they will process you anyway. Even, you know, if it says Zambian citizens, you can join that queue. That's not a problem, and you'll probably get to your luggage faster. So it costs $50 on arrival. They also accept Rand as well, and they will stamp your passport and you'll be on your way. So don't make this mistake that I did. I never opened my passport again until it was time to leave, when I was back at the airport leaving. Basically, what it says on the immigration website does not accord with what happens in reality if you're staying over 30 days. So it's very easy to get the visa on arrival. Yes, you just join the queue, pay your money, they stamp it as usual, and away you go and collect your luggage. What I was not told and what I didn't look for, and I've only been informed of this as I've gone through immigration as I'm leaving, is that the woman had written in my passport 30 days from when I'd arrived, and I never looked. She didn't tell me she was doing it. You know, they do their business behind the desk. I never looked at it again, and apparently you are supposed to go somewhere, I'm still unsure where, to go and extend your visitor visa. So of course when I came to leave and they're like, you've overstayed, I'm like, what? I haven't been here 3 months, because I haven't. No, you've been here longer than 30 days though, and where's your extension? I'm like, what? And unfortunately at that moment, you know, I didn't have Wi-Fi reception to be able to, you know, pull up the website. That would have been really helpful, but it just seems to be like a money-making thing. But basically, I'm just warning you, do not get caught out. I was very lucky in that they just let me through, and it was an honest mistake that I made. Of course, I always want to follow the rules of any country, but when it's not posted on the immigration website that actually your tourist visa is only valid for 30 days and you need to extend it, then there's no way that on this magical earth that I would possibly know that that's the new ruling. And and of course I'm sure that involves paying money. They want the guy that was, you know, stamping my passport as I was leaving wanted to charge me because I'd overstayed. Because this is not a mistake I want to be making. I certainly don't want to be on any blacklist for any countries. I would want to come back, but certainly the way that this was handled, I actually kind of don't want to come back to Zambia as a result of this. You know, it's so easy to change your website because that's all we as foreigners have, is the information that is on your websites. We don't know the ins and outs of, you know, money-making schemes that you're trying to implement. And yeah, of course, if I would have changed my plans totally, and I would have been out in 30 days, had the immigration website told me. This is like a thing you just have to magically know, and I just feel like there's other people out there in the world that don't know this. I was a little over 30 days, I think maybe like 35 days all up. So there's no way that I would have known. There's absolutely no way. And their only thing at immigration was, well, it's in your passport. And as I say, yes, I know I'm at fault there. I just put my passport in my bag, collected my luggage, and carried on my little way. When I arrived in Zambia, I never looked at it again, but I also would never have thought to have looked because the website tells me the national immigration website says 90 days. So I don't really know how I could have avoided this. But yes, I was able to not have to pay any fines despite him threatening it. He had to obviously call some manager or something. But it was not a nice surprise when I was trying to leave the country. Yeah, I just don't feel welcome. It was not handled at all well. I also feel like I'm not the only person that's ever made this mistake, and it is. It's just a nice little loophole that they have in a further way to make money. Yeah, it just sort of leaves a sour taste in one's mouth when you don't have the information and you have to magically know where to go to extend it without any information. And it's not like it's a shame. It really is a shame. Now I'm on to the next adventure. Alright, we'll see you in the next video.